Alright, man. So, we're gonna get right into this. Today's leg day. I got quads and hammies with cardio. So, approximately, I'm about a little under 4 weeks out. Calories will be dropping again tomorrow or on Monday. So, if you guys didn't know, today is Saturday. So, yeah, at this point, we're just really trying to focus on locking in on the consistency. Make sure I'm not getting injured. Make sure I'm getting these pumps in, and that I'm, just trying to get shredded as much as possible. Because the whole idea of this is stepping on stage, like with Classic Physique. You're gonna step on stage. You want to be completely shredded, with enough muscle mass to really stand out, right? A lot of the guys in these shows, as far as like the show I'm doing, they either come with the size or shredded without the size. So my goal is to try to bring both, right? And so far, I think we got it. I think we hit the mark on bulk season. We hit the mark on recon. So now it's just finalizing the shred on prep and cutting, and this is it. Like, this is literally the last piece, and I think we're good to go. Like, I think we're actually good to go. So yeah, no, it's each muscle group, each leg day, I hit it with a different approach. Whether it is for muscle volume, just again getting a pump, training for the overall conditioning aspect of it, and then still lifting heavy with my compound lifts on days like today to really focus on bringing, keeping the size, keeping the muscle. Because believe it or not, I kept almost 95 to damn near 97% of my body fat. I mean, not my body fat, my bad. My muscle from recomp and bulk season going into this cut. Like, I weigh about 215 right now. I'm going to be stepping on stage at 202. I started my cutting season at 230. So it's absolutely insane on how much progress that we've made. And when I say we, I mean my coach and I, my overall team. So now it's just bring it in. We're in the last final quarter. I want regular food. I want snacks. I want Krispy Kreme. I want ramen noodles, cereal, stuff I would eat on a daily basis during recon. Stuff I would eat every so often during bulk season. Stuff I would eat in my daily life. I want that, and I can't get it right now. And it's been getting to me in this prep a little bit because I haven't done a cutting season in years. And the way the cutting seasons I used to do, I used to have. It's funny because I used to actually have cheat days and all that stuff. The only time I really cut water and cut body fat was like when I did that boxing fight back in 2024. So that's almost 2 years ago. Actually, yeah, I fought in April. So literally 2 years ago. So it's just funny that I'm back around this time again. I'm just doing it for a different purpose. And so we're really just, that's just really it. There's really not much to it as far as that. So as far as the workout, I like to start off with a burnout with leg extensions. Go ahead and burn it out completely, making sure I get that pumping before going into my compounds. As you guys see, I went from leg extensions to leg curls because this regimen is actually pretty similar to the one I showed recently during recomp, where it's supersetting the lifts, right, and the different muscle groups. However, when the gym is busy or the gym's packed, or I'm in a commercial gym and I'm not lifting with my coach, I tend to do leg extensions. I go into leg curls, or I'll do chest and then go into back, as far as like exercise and alternate exercises that way, rather than doing the actual chest 12 reps right into back 12 reps, or leg extensions 12 reps right into leg curls 12 reps, just because I can't take up the machines for everybody else, so I do it a little bit differently. However, I'm still getting the same work regardless. So yeah, no, it's just going to be a little bit more challenging with the fact that I'm going to make sure I get my cardio in back to back, and doing Stairmaster after leg day. At the end of the day, as is splitting the workouts in 2 complete different times of the day, morning and the night, is a killer. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like when I do it right after this workout. So I think the ultimate approach I'm going to have is, once I'm done with these legs, I'm going to go right into the treadmill for 20 and then the Stairmaster for 30, and that will call it the session. Again, just really trying to lock in and tone in, make sure I'm building my hammies, building my glutes, getting the striations, I'm getting everything, because if I don't have the striations, I don't have the low enough body fat, I'm not winning. I may have the size or whatever, but again, those are the key components into winning this show, and I need that. This is the start of my bodybuilding career. I am legit doing my first show, and then after that, we're foot on the pedal. So there's no holding back. There's no not being locked in. It's now or never type, and we're only chasing the W. We're not chasing second place. We're not chasing third place. We're chasing W's, and as long as we're having fun, that is true. But it's also very fun winning. So, but I'm a competitor. I've competed all my life in sports. Competed on the challenge. Competed in boxing. Competed in basketball. Competed pillow fighting. Like all these different things. Yeah, those things are fun, but you never like to lose. So, it's pretty. That's pretty easy as it's gonna get right now. Like, I'm in a deficit, energy's low, training is still intense, making sure all my food is at the right timing, nothing is too early or too late, and just make sure my plan is as predictable as possible for my body, as far as macros, calories, etc. So that's basically it. These are the exercises I've done during the session, and we'll fall back in on the next video when I hit another muscle group, and we'll see how we're looking. So getting into this workout, I'm feeling a little less energy. I'm a little drained, but I feel good. Like, I'm loving the way my physique's coming together. Being at this body weight and seeing like the body fat slowly just shed off of me, and everything is just on point. And I love every moment, every step of the way. Like, this is definitely, I would say, one of my favorite parts of like this overall journey. Bulk season was tough. It was fun. Recomp was also fun.
I guess my favorite part was just eating whatever, but to be honest, just seeing the changes daily and weekly to my physique and prep isn't like any other.
So the leg curl was taken, and then the other one that I wanted was broken. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit RDLs and then get into the other compounds and then go from there. If it's available at the end, I'll go back around and hit it again towards the end when I hit calves and when I hit adductors as well.
And yeah, no, this is why I do this sport, because I just love it. I love seeing the tiny changes. Like, it's one thing to train and, over time, you don't really, you see yourself every day, so you don't really see your progress. You don't see like the little tiny things that people point out. But with prep, I have to admit, every other day, every week, I am seeing changes, and I'm absolutely loving the results. It's shoot, this is a beautiful journey. I'm just enjoying the process. Getting through this leg day, it was definitely some good work. I am definitely gonna continue pushing myself and notice my strength is still staying up, which is absolutely beautiful. Some lifts have went down, but that's perfectly fine. It happens, but overall, my strength, generally speaking, hasn't really dropped, and I love that, because you would expect, your body fat to drop, your strength to drop. And that's happened in the past when I've done these bulking and cutting. But to be honest, I never went through a recomp stage to really hold the muscle, keep the strength, build the strength, and, still make tiny adjustments for a long period of time. I went through a whole year of training to get to where I'm at now. So like, this process was different than any other. Usually, ideally, guys, I would bulk for, you know, 12 weeks or whatever, and then I would cut for like 6 weeks. But I wouldn't do a recomp. I wouldn't do anything. I would just go right into cutting season, and I noticed I would get back to where I started, whether it was not retaining muscle or whatever. I might be up like 4 or 5 pounds, but it wasn't nothing significant like now, where I'm literally retaining 90%, 95%, maybe even 97% of the muscle, even in my legs. Like, as my legs are slowly drying, they're still keeping the density, still keeping the mass. And yeah, no, it's pretty surprising. Like, the way this program and overall training format was, the way it was approached, is second to none. Like, amazing. Like, I'm surprising myself with like how much I'm able to push through, but also the commitment towards it. Like, you recomp, you would think like over time you're like, okay, you're getting pretty antsy because it's the same training, you're still pushing yourself. Dieting isn't 100%, so you're not really seeing too much progress with your physique, like as far as like body fat and all that stuff, and you're just kind of maintaining. And yeah, strength might go up, but then, due to fatigue and everything, strength's going down. So it's just like a mindset where you just have to lock in and just enjoy the process. And I think that's where a lot of people really fail. But I've been through this before. I've been through these stages. I've been through long journeys of no progress, no discipline. And it's like, you have to enjoy it, have fun, and love it, but then also keep in back your mind what the ultimate goal is. For me, the ultimate goal is Olympia, whether it's classic or 212. That is yet to come. But yeah, no, in order to get to pro, I'm gonna go through classic to get there. So it's like, my ultimate goal is getting this show done. The next goal is getting nationals. Next goal is pro debut, Olympia qualifier, Olympia. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these things it's like literally in the back of my head during every session, every meal. And I'm like, there's only one goal ultimately, but it starts here. Like, this is the start of my career. Do I want to go in and really make some noise, or want to go in looking mid? Because ultimately, going in looking mid is or going in making noise, vice versa, whatever, is going to determine it's going to really determine your path in the sport. It's going to determine if you might actually be something. And deep down, I know this is the path for me. This is my calling. And, because of, I would start off with personal training. Even though I was training for like bodybuilding, I was still like personal training and stuff. And it just wasn't fulfilling. But to be in the gym, to fully give my 100%, every rep, every set, this feels like my calling. And I'm able to impact people's lives during the process. And that's one of the main things. That's why, like, when I got onto YouTube, I really just try to inspire people. But instead of inspiring, this time around, I'm just giving you guys raw footage, raw, like, moments off the top of my head, just speaking just from my mind, and just trying to clear out my thoughts so that way you guys can really just hear the passion and the love for the sport. And this is not just for bodybuilding. Like, if you're into fitness, following these workouts, if you're into, just overall just being healthy, taking your time and really diving into what I'm saying as far as like my food and why I'm in a caloric deficit and why I'm in a caloric surplus, why I'm bulking and cutting. If you're trying to put on muscle, lose weight, like, there's all these different little tips and gems within each video to where it's not just bodybuilding. Yes, I am bodybuilding, but you don't have to hold yourself into that small square, that small circle. Instead, you could continue to expand outside of it, but using tips from other places. That's why it's very important to, every coach has a coach, to be a student always and continue to learn, because it takes you such a long way. I knew coming into this, I couldn't do it on my own. I knew I needed a coach. I knew I needed an extra hand, an extra set of eyes, and it was the best decision I made. So yeah, just lock in, y'all. Just continue to lock in and really take each moment with pride and with joy. That's what and that's what I'm doing. Like, ultimately, every session, I am just trying to get better. I'm trying to figure out ways to really just become the best version of myself and make a name for myself in this sport. Because yes, I might have made a name, or my platform has grown since I started fitness and YouTube and everything. My YouTube is a work in progress, which is why I'm here. But the thing is, like, I am always going to continue to strive for being better and making a name in this sport, specifically of bodybuilding, to be up there with one of the greats. 4-time, 5-time, 6-time, 7-time, 8-time Mr. Olympia, to where that's the only thing I see. I cannot vision myself coming in second, coming in third. That doesn't even cross my mind. The only thing I'm thinking about is just doing whatever I can every single day and just trying to give my all. And that's all I can do. And the steps and the road will be paved itself.
All right, y'all. So I made an executive decision that I will be coming back later for cardio. First reason, my headphones are dead. As soon as I got here, my headphones are freaking dead. They're at 1%. I thought I was charging them on the way here, but I guess not. So go home, charge them. I didn't have time to go home after getting to the gym and then waiting and then coming to do legs. So I hate going to the gym without my headphones. So I had to get that. Gotta go get that situated. It was a great leg day overall. And then 2, this location, they didn't want me to have my tripod out, so
when I go do cardio, I'm gonna go to a different location. That way you guys see me doing a little bit of the cardio. But I'm gonna go home, gonna eat, and then and then that's about it, man. We I work overnights on the weekends, so it's always tough because security be 10 to 5 a.m. So it's really draining. So like I have to really coordinate my workouts from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because those are the days I work efficiently to where I get them in, even with the 2-a-days. So it's a little difficult, but I tend to make it work. Especially, like I said, when going to commercial gyms and machines are taken, I got to kind of improvise. So I did throughout the workout, switching up, finishing where I started. It's a great day, great session. My energy is so low, and I'm just ready for the show, man. I'm ready to get competing. I'm ready to turn up, and I'm ready to make a name for myself in this sport called bodybuilding. So, yeah. So this meal I'm about to eat, it's in the microwave right now, is probably the most important meal of the whole day, besides breakfast, which is the post-workout. Got to eat within 45 minutes of my session, so I already pre-make it ahead of time, so that way I just come home, I can just eat right away. It's 200 grams of white rice, and then it's about 9 ounces of tilapia, keeping it dry, keeping it lean. This is perfect because then my body can now use this as fuel to rest. I'll, take a nap or whatever, wake up, eat my third meal, which will be ground beef and rice again. It'll be about 9 ounces of ground beef, 150 grams of white rice. Go hit my cardio, go hit the forearms, I hit forearms and I hit shrugs and I hit my cardio, and then call it a night. Come back home, make my fourth meal, and then my fifth meal, and I head to work. So it's the same routine, same regimen, trying to keep it, to really work on my recovery, especially during these days where I am literally walking around for 6 hours at work, up and downstairs, handling fights, handling all this stuff. So the rest is very important. Generally speaking, rest is very important. But like weekends, like I only have 4 hours of sleep. So I'm fueling off of 4 hours of sleep. So this is where I need the food to really energize me and get me through these sessions. So when I need my headphones and when I listen to music, those little key components help me push through. And when I don't have them, everything goes sideways. So I'm about to chow down on this food and go to sleep. So I got cardio in a little bit. I'll probably just put that in another video instead of showing it all together in this one. I'll just probably just put the cardio in it because it's pretty simple. I'm walk on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes and then the treadmill for 20 minutes, followed by the forearms and shrugs, which I could show you guys that. So yeah, I'll show you that in another video as well. Just break it down that way, so that way you guys have both, focusing on the leg day, then focusing on the cardio. But so you guys know, I do hit legs and cardio same day, and this is what has been working for me. When you're in prep or when you're training, you have to find what works for you. That's where the bulking season comes into play. That's where the recomp comes into play, because you're really finding all these different ways that works best for your body with how your body works with certain foods, how your body works with certain programs. So then when you get into prep or when you get into training, you're applying it to your session, and you're applying it to your regimen, and you're applying it to your just overall daily routine. So then that way prep is not only efficient, but for you to look the best come stage time. Yo.